Okay, this is a video tutorial on this Pythagorean snail project thing that's due on Friday for 5 extra points or on Monday. I hope it gets more clear than it is right now. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to pause it for a second. You need an index card. This is so blurry. Alright, an index card. You need a pencil. You need scissors, a ruler. I've got 2 rulers, and then a big poster board. So the first thing I'm going to do is pause this and see if I can get this clearer. And then, there we go. That's much better. All right, I'm going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to have my daughter hold this. So hang on. Stop it. Okay, so the first thing you need to do here, and I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to do this pretty fast, is that we want this to be 10 centimeters. So I'm using a ruled note card that I sort of stole from my daughter, and I'm going to mark 10 centimeters twice so that I know that I'm not cutting at an angle. So I'm going to line this up on this line, measure out 10 again, and then draw this. And this is going to be my ruler, so I don't have to keep measuring every time, although you guys are more exact, so you might want to actually use a ruler. Okay, now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this. Oh, it turns out I have 2 cards. I'm going to cut this. Okay, now on the, so I've got this. This is my measurement. I have on my poster board a bunch of marks because I got mixed up as to where I'm going to do this. But from the top, can you move it up to the top? You're going to measure out 20.5 over this way and 27.5 down this way. And I've got this mark right here. So you're going to start with the note card that you cut, and you're going to line it up. Hopefully this is right, because I've never done this myself. No pun intended. And I'm going to go ahead and draw this in from here out towards the middle. Okay, so that's my first line. So we say use an index card because we want to make sure we have a 90-degree angle. So I'm going to turn it this way and line it up. Okay? And not the cut side. You don't want to use the cut side. You want to use the other one. So maybe you got to mark the corner where you know that it's a 90-degree angle. So I'm going to line this up again. And I'm going to draw a 10 by 10. So I'm drawing this. Okay, so now I've got this, and this is my right angle, and I'm going to take my ruler, and where I have my first point and my other point, I'm going to connect it so I have my hypotenuse and my right triangle. Okay, now I'm going to take this note card again, and I'm going to line it up so that it's at the edge of this one.
Mama, it
okay.
can only go to 355. You're at 3010.
Okay, so I'm going to line this up. I'm going to draw the next one, and I'm going to draw in this line right here. So I'm going to do this a couple more times and then put back on the video. So that'll be video number 2. So there's the second one, and I'm going to do this a few more times. All right.
He's a perfect picture.
Okay,
it's video.
Okay, so here I am. I'm going to continue doing this. So this is kind of actually a little relaxing in a strange way. So just continue doing this over and over, but you should know that the math is what I really care about here. So it's not just putting this together.
Mama, it's...
What? What?
Never mind.
Okay, so I'm going to line this up again, and I'm just going to keep repeating, and I think it's either 17 or 18 times I do this. That's my daughter in the background doing homework. Alright, so there's another one. And you notice the triangles are getting longer and longer, so that's what's making that snail shell shape. So after this, if you go to that project paper, you'll see that there's a bunch of places for you to calculate. So I'm expecting on here that you write, you know, if this is 10, and this is 10, this is a 45, 45, 90, so this is going to be 10 square root 2. And then this side is still going to be 10 because we just measure out 10 each time. So 10 square root 2 plus 10 squared, and then that gets me this hypotenuse. And then I do it again and again and again. And I'm not doing those calculations because that's something you have to do. And if you're not really sure, you need to come see me pretty quickly, because if you don't, you're in trouble. Now, if you don't measure this poster board right, it's not going to work, because you can see that I'm on the very edge of my poster board right now. So it comes all the way to here. This one I'm going to draw in, and it's going to get so long it should be kind of interesting as far as drawing these in. But you continue doing this until it becomes a snail shell. And with the project paper, I attached a Word document that is a bunch of different pictures of this snail. And I'll bring my finished snail to class so you guys can see it tomorrow. Hopefully that helps. I don't know. Anyway, this is how you do it. You just keep going. So you have 17 triangles. It's going to wrap all the way around to here. And then you have to color it creatively. And then, of course, you know, I care about the math more than anything else. So you got to make sure you do that math. And that's it. Thanks so much. Joke's on us. It wasn't even recording. Oh, now it's recording. Oh, good grief. Okay, all right. So I don't even know what this video is going to look like now. It's going to start. This is where I started. If I already said this, just turn it off. This is my next one. And here's the card that I cut. So you can see how I marked my right angle in here so I could make sure as I was going through here. And this is where I measured. So you can see this is where I was drawing my line. So there's one. Then I come through here and get the next one and the next one. And I work all the way through. And you can see how close to the edge here I am on this. And coming back around this way, I'm like right on the edge here. So if you don't do it at the 27.5 over and the 20 point, I think it's 20.5 down and 27.5 over. I don't know, but you need to really watch it. And as I said before, these lines here are longer than a ruler. So if you have something longer than the standard ruler to connect those triangles, you can see that I've made some messes here and erased. But that's what the coloring's for. That didn't take very long at all. So you get this part done and then you color it, but you need to make sure you do the math. And tell me what each hypotenuse leg is.
The math.
Yeah, that would be my daughter. All right, so that's it. Make sure you use a big poster board. All right, see ya.